What's up, Seth? We ain't in time for you yet.
Ron, good morning. Time to wake up. I guess I'm just so easily entertained these days. First of all, it's 65 degrees out there. It feels absolutely wonderful. I'm going to a ball game. I think it's a beer and hot dog day.
It's going to be like, the game starts at 10:30.
Well, I'll wait till 12.
Hey, good morning. I'm Jamie Cooper. Thank y'all for getting up with us. It's good to be able to see again today. I do apologize for you folks that may have tuned in yesterday, the one or two of y'all that may watch on a regular basis. I didn't feel good yesterday. Couldn't see nothing. Tom was sick. Speaking of Tom, Tom is in Athens Hospital this morning. Let's give him a shout out. He'll be there for probably 3 or 4 months.
No,
hopefully 2 or 3 days. But Tom wasn't feeling near as good as he thought he was after he went to his doctor yesterday, Frank. Frank is on the phone this morning, too. Y'all need to give him a call, 230-4988, home line number this morning. Yeah, Tom at Athens Hospital this morning. Don't know what room he's in, but he's up watching this morning. Won't be with us the remainder of the week, but hopefully back in action next week. Seth's in here this morning, fired up, ready to go, healthy as a freaking horse. Well, speaking of horses, I got a horse story I'm going to share with you in just a moment, Seth.
You got a horse?
Horse story. No, I ain't got no horse.
A horror story.
Horse. H-O-R-S-E. You ever played the game of horse?
Oh, yeah.
This is a horse story. Got a lot of stuff working this morning. We'll get to some video, too, later on this morning. It's a Wednesday morning edition of Cooper Company Live. This is Athens in the AM. Do I have to tell y'all that again? It's going to be a beautiful day. We are going to a Huntsville Stars game later this morning. Rain's supposed to set in this afternoon. And then cold maybe for the weekend. And that's it. And then nothing but hot weather here on out. Johnny Lee Dees will also be with us later on this morning, too. And Eddie Gooch is going to join us from Isom's Chapel. Talk about Billy Graham turning 95 years old. Unbelievable. Right now, let's get this party started on a Wednesday morning edition of Cooper and Company Live. Here's Annie Oakley herself with the weather forecast.
Not going to be on a horse, but I did enjoy the guns, by the way. But let's talk about the weather. 65 degrees out there. It feels absolutely wonderful. If you have a pool, it's a wonderful time to get out there and just walk around it early in the morning. High temperatures today of 84. Now, yesterday, we did say that it was just grab your umbrella, 40% chance of those severe thunderstorms, and lo and behold, I think I saw just a few little raindrops, so hopefully it won't mess up your weather forecast for today. We do still have those scattered thunderstorms in the forecast, but those are widely scattered, so maybe we'll make it through the game today. Tomorrow, your high temperatures around 82 with your low of 56, partly cloudy skies, but nice temperatures. The rest of the weekend, not too bad, except for Friday, of course, rain, and then Saturday, cooler temperatures, but still beautiful with temperatures there at 70 for your Sunday.
Seth, how are you?
Wonderful.
Hey, can I come out of the closet on you this morning?
It's not coming out of the
closet. We did a first at our house, and I guarantee you we were the only ones in Athens, Alabama doing that this morning. We both went topless around the pool, barefooted this morning.
All right.
It was dark.
Turned the light on in the pool.
That was really pretty.
Yeah, went topless, me and her.
I thought you were talking about you and Zorro.
Yeah. It was like 70 degrees when I got up this morning, man.
See, that's a natural way to do it. You know, I walk around my house naked all the time.
Me too.
Thanks for sharing that with us, Seth. Yes. Thanks a whole lot for sharing that.
You know.
And the pollen count, front page of the paper this morning, News Courier, this pollen. It's like
everywhere.
This thick on our back porch. Here's a guy washing his car, and literally you can't do anything about it.
Well, yeah, that's one of the things we're going to talk about today is how to boost your immune system. And because I'm having all kinds of people come in and go, you know, because everything's stopped up.
Well, we're very fortunate. We don't have that, but that affects a lot. And they say it's one of the worst years ever, if I'm not mistaken, right now, this time of year.
And y'all know my wife's pregnant, right?
Right.
So I go and I write, I love you on the windshield with all the pollen, you know, and she about had a coma point. She said, you know how long it's going to take me to get rid of that? I'm going,
windshield wiper has stuff in it.
Yeah, but I mean, this stuff it's just really bad this year. And, you know, we're not the only ones that do stuff in our own yard. Here's the mayor kind of trying to do number 2 this. You know, yesterday when Ronnie was up here, he was talking about that purple toilet that had been delivered to his house. Well, here's a shot of him this morning. Purple potty in the yard. I took the opportunity to sign a proclamation naming this week, April 22nd, as Paint the Town Purple Week in honor of Relay for Life. What is it, $10 to get it removed and $10 to have it put in somebody else's yard?
I think an extra 10 to never have it come back.
So
that'd be worth it.
Mm-hmm. There you go, right there. Good fertilizer for your yard, don't you think, Seth?
Yeah, I would do it.
Speaking of stuff in full bloom, we used to live over in Blossomwood area over in Huntsville 5 or 6 years. Maple Hill Cemetery is blooming with dogwoods. If you ever got an opportunity, you need to go over to the Huntsville Cemetery, Maple Hill, right there on California Street as you head toward 5 Points off Governor's. It is absolutely incredible this time of year.
It's beautiful.
Well, yeah, that ain't a dogwood, but the dogwoods are in the background there. They're basically already turned green, too. So, but it is absolutely incredible.
That's what Frank said. Dogwood winter is why we're going to have cooler temperatures this weekend. Because they're blooming.
Time for
And he's
crappie
always
fishing.
right.
Hey, a couple things we'll talk about later, too, with Johnny Lee. Pat Summerall, the great sportscaster who was teamed with John Madden forever, passed away at 80, 81 years old yesterday. We'll talk more about that with Johnny Lee Dees, too, and he talks about his struggle with alcohol and stuff like that. Speaking of someone else who passed away, y'all remember we used to carry Leave It to Beaver here, Frank. It's on another channel now, but Leave It to Beaver didn't die. But this guy here did. Lumpy. Frank Bank, who played the troublemaker Lumpy on the sitcom Leave It to Beaver, was 71 years old, died yesterday. Clarence Lumpy Rutherford on the popular sitcom ran from 57 to 63. He was a lovable bully and usually palled around with old Wally Beaver and always pushed around the younger Beaver Cleaver. So Lumpy died, passed away. And what was the other guy? Eddie Haskell. Remember Eddie Haskell? I had the pleasure of interviewing Eddie Haskell up at Lynchburg, Tennessee, back in the 90s. He's a city policeman now, or used to be, up in Los Angeles. So kind of brings you up to date there, Seth, on what's going on before I get to some other things.
He probably doesn't even know who that is.
Who?
Eddie Haskell.
Well, he don't have to, but I mean...
I watched that. My mom used to call one of my buddies Eddie.
Eddie.
Because
Eddie was a troublemaker.
Yeah, but he would always come in, Miss Williams, you look so nice.
That's exactly the way Eddie. That's exactly. Miss Cleaver, you look so, beautiful today. Yeah, I think that's a good one, Seth. That's exactly right.
He knew how to talk to the women.
Seth at USA Today's got something this morning. How much do you spend on lunch? The average person spend on lunch a week?
I don't know. I spend about $5.
Well, the average person spends 63% spends $40 or less. That's cost of lunch a week. $41 or more, 26%. And like us, about 11% of them don't buy lunch at all. I always try to make somebody else do it.
Cook.
Huh?
Well, that's why you get daughters like cut your meals in half.
Yeah, you cut your meals in half, something like that.
Yeah.
Seth, what would you pay for a nice-looking swimsuit?
Depends on who it's on.
No, I'm talking about on you.
Oh,
But good answer. Every year about this time, newspaper columnists, USA This Morning, feel an urge to write about one's life's more unpleasant experience, trying on bathing suits. So this guy here, he said, instead of getting a Speedo, he said, he said, I'm 60 years like me. This bathing suit is at Neiman Marcus, $450, and that's a man's bathing suit.
It's ugly and way overpriced.
No.
What makes a bathing suit for a man $450?
That better be comfy.
It better come with a massage person if it's $450.
$450.
That's insane.
I bet you Bennett's ain't even got one like that.
I bet you they don't.
$450 for a swimsuit.
That's people with
When I wear one, I've got one that's got Bama written all over it. What do we pay for that?
I don't know, Walmart special.
Yeah. When I wear one, let's just put it that way. That puts a
hush.
mental thought in your mind. When I wear one. I'll have to wear one all the time now. Maddie's around a lot, so I'll have to
change your ways.
All right, I got a story here on Daily News, Seth. You'll get a kick out of this. Here's a picture of a guy said, I was acting in self-defense as drunken fan on disability benefits who threw punch at a police horse. No kidding. Here's what happened. Here he is right here. Barry Rogerson, 45, calls himself an animal lover, says he panicked when the police horse charged toward him. He said the medication he was taking and the fact he had been drinking heavily may have prompted his actions. He said he was caught on camera throwing a punch at the horse called Bud before being tackled by officers and wrestled to the ground during violence in England over the weekend.
Poor horse.
He's on medication and admitted drinking heavily. Wow. He thought the horse was assaulting him and he hits clubs the police horse.
Clubs?
I'm afraid we're not going to hurt the horse.
No.
But still, it's against the law. It's like kicking a police dog or something.
Oh, yeah.
Don't touch the horse.